Welcome to the Online Digital Marketing Podcast. We'll be discussing marketing strategies, trends, and tips that will help your business succeed in the digital age. Every episode, we'll be interviewing industry professionals and providing valuable insights on how to leverage digital tools for maximum engagement and ROI. Don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to date on the latest trends in online marketing.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. We sift through the sources, find the gold, and hopefully bring you those aha moments you need to feel really well informed. Today, we're doing something a bit different. We're actually jumping back in time, almost 100 years, to look at the richest man in Babylon. Yeah, an iconic book really shaped how generations think about wealth. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Ancient Babylon, clay tablets. What's that got to do with my budgeting app or, crypto? And that's the big question, isn't it? How can these simple, really powerful ideas, born in a world of actual gold coins and bustling marketplaces, how can they help you navigate finance today? In this age of apps, algorithms, digital money, instant everything. I found them super powerful myself, so I'm excited to unpack this.
It's a great question. And honestly, it's why the book still hits home. It's pretty amazing when you think about it. The tools of money completely changed, from scrolls to swiping your finger on an app. But the fundamental human stuff, the behaviors, the rules for building financial stability, for real prosperity, they haven't really changed much at all. Those parables, the characters, and definitely those 7 cures for a lean purse, they're timeless because they tap into universal truths about us, about money.
Okay, so let's dig in. The first one, maybe the most fundamental lesson from Babylon. Pay yourself first. Sounds simple enough, right? Always save at least 10% of everything you earn before anything else. Bills, rent, whatever. But let's be real. With the cost of living today, that 10% can feel, well, kind of huge, maybe impossible for some folks. How do we actually do this consistently? Not just understand it, but live it, even when things are tight.
Yeah, that's where, our modern tools can actually help enact this ancient wisdom. It's fascinating. Think about it.
Yeah.
Back then, paying yourself first meant physically taking coins, gold, whatever, and setting it aside. Today, our battle isn't physical. It's mental. It's fighting off that instant gratification, the million things pulling at our wallets. So things like automated transfers, setting up an automatic shift to savings or investments, that's huge. It's not just easy, it removes the friction. It builds like an invisible wall between your impulse spending and your future goals. It's a psychological trick, really. You're pre-committing to wealth, something they couldn't even imagine back then. You just treat that transfer like another bill you have to pay each month, non-negotiable.
Oh, I like that framing, pre-committing to wealth. That clicks. So what if 10% feels like climbing Mount Everest right now? Where do you start?
Right. And you absolutely shouldn't let the perfect 10% stop you from starting at all. If 10% is too much, start smaller. Seriously. Maybe it's $50 a month, maybe 20. The key is the habit. Building the habit, getting that momentum going. Once you see even that small amount starting to grow, just a little bit, it feels good. Positive reinforcement. Then it's easier to bump it up later.
Yeah.
This habit, this small step, it's the absolute foundation for your emergency fund, for starting to invest, for retirement. Doesn't matter if you're freelance, 9 to 5, whatever. It's step 1.
Okay, step 1. Locked in. Pay yourself first, automate it. If possible, start small if you need to. Got it. But okay, you're saving that gold. What's the point if it just flows right back out because you're spending too much? Which brings us neatly to the next Babylonian principle. Control your expenses. This isn't about living like a monk. It's about being intentional with your money. It's about dodging that thing called lifestyle inflation. Where you get a raise and suddenly, without even thinking, your spending just expands to meet it. We've all done it, right? That slightly fancier coffee, the bigger apartment.
Oh, absolutely. And if you think about today's world, easy credit, one-click buying online. Overspending is, it's a massive modern challenge. It's just so much easier to spend money now than it was carrying coins around Babylon. So a really powerful modern fix. Use the tech, budgeting apps, spreadsheets, something to track where the money is actually going. Getting that real-time picture, seeing the categories, food, subscriptions, entertainment. It's eye-opening.
That real-time view.
Yes.
Yeah, that's crucial. It's those little daily leaks that sink the ship sometimes.
Exactly. And it fuels mindful spending. Pausing before you click buy. Asking yourself, okay, is this a real need Or is it a want? Does it actually fit my goals? It helps stop those impulse buys that just nibble away at your savings. And like you said, it's not about being miserable. It's about prioritizing. You figure out what spending actually brings you joy or value, and maybe cut back on the stuff that doesn't. It keeps your essential costs from ballooning, protects those savings, but still lets you enjoy life intentionally. You become the master of your money, basically, not the other way around.
Okay, makes sense. So we're saving, we're controlling spending, we've got this little pot of gold growing. But the Babylonians knew hoarding wasn't the answer either. And this is where it gets really exciting, I think. Make your money multiply. Your savings shouldn't just sit there. They need to get out there and work for you. The idea is invest them wisely, letting your money make more money through, well, that almost magical thing called compounding.
Right, and the big question today is, how do we put our modern gold to work? It's not like we're funding spice caravans anymore. But the amazing thing is, investing is so much more accessible now. It's democratized in ways they couldn't have dreamed of. We're talking things like index funds. Simple way to buy a piece of the whole market, like the S&P 500, in one go. Or robo-advisors. These digital platforms that basically manage your investments for you based on your goals, how much risk you're comfortable with, even things like fractional real estate. You could own a tiny slice of a big property without needing, $1 million.
So it's not just for the already rich. You can start small here, too.
Absolutely. These options are out there for pretty much anyone willing to learn a bit, even if you're starting with modest amounts. And the core ancient ideas still totally apply. Diversification, don't put all your eggs in one basket, spreads the risk. And long-term thinking, investing for the long haul lets that compounding magic really happen. Your earnings start making their own earnings. It's basically taking that ancient wisdom, put your gold to work, and applying it to stocks, bonds, maybe real estate, whatever fits your plan. Oh, and crucially, reinvest the profits. Don't just take the winnings out. Put them back in to accelerate the growth.
Right, keep that snowball rolling downhill. Okay. So we're making money work, watching it grow. But man, the investment world today feels like the Wild West sometimes. Shiny objects everywhere, promising quick riches. How do we protect what we've built? Which leads to maybe the most critical principle, especially now. Guard your wealth from loss and seek wise counsel. It's about making safe, sensible investments, not getting suckered into those get-rich-quick things or those can't-miss tips you see all over social media, and knowing when you need expert advice.
You know, what's fascinating is how much more relevant this feels today, maybe even more than back then. Think about it. An ancient investor, their options were kind of limited, land, maybe livestock, funding a merchant's trip, relatively straightforward risks.
Today, we're navigating this incredibly complex soup of assets, stocks, bonds, derivatives, crypto, you name it. And with all that complexity comes a massive wave of online scams, phishing, dodgy investment schemes. The potential pitfalls are just everywhere.
So doing your homework is like 10 times more important now. Precisely. Thorough research is non-negotiable. And actually talking to qualified people, licensed financial advisors, fiduciaries who are legally required to act in your best interest, that's vital before jumping into anything unfamiliar. You just can't rely on TikTok influencers or some anonymous forum post, no matter how convincing it sounds. Really vetting that hot new crypto or those online lenders promising crazy returns or that penny stock tip. That's the modern version of avoiding risky ventures. Back then, maybe you'd ask a respected elder or a savvy merchant. Today, you look for professional wealth managers, certified planners, verified expertise, not just hype.
Okay, so protect the downside. Makes total sense. But what about proactively building for the future, like long-term security? That takes us to the next idea. Ensure a future income and plan for the future. This isn't just saving for retirement, though that's huge. It's also about setting up income streams for later and, importantly, protecting your family with insurance.
Yeah, if you connect this to today's economy, jobs change, industries vanish, pensions are mostly gone. Planning for old age, for future security, it's more critical than ever. It means actively doing things like contributing to your 401k at work, especially if there's an employer match that's free money. Or opening an IRA, an individual retirement account. These accounts have tax advantages that give your savings a serious long-term boost.
And life happens, right? It's not always smooth sailing until retirement.
Exactly. Life throws curveballs. So things like life insurance and disability insurance are crucial modern safety nets. They protect your family and your income if the unexpected happens, if you can't work, or worse, it ensures your loved ones aren't left in a financial lurch. And also, think about today's world. Side hustles, passive income streams, maybe from dividend stocks, or a rental property, if that makes sense for you. These are fantastic modern ways to build extra layers of long-term security and resilience. Multiple income streams are powerful.
All right, next up is one that I think hits close to home for a lot of us. Avoid bad debt. Now, this isn't saying all debt is evil. A mortgage to buy a home, maybe a student loan, for a skill that boosts your earning power that can be strategic, an investment. This principle is about being really careful, really intentional about taking on debt. Only doing it when you have a clear repayment plan or you expect a solid return.
What's tricky here is just how incredibly easy it is to get credit today, isn't it? In Babylon, debt was tangible, borrowing grain, borrowing silver. Today, it's invisible credit lines, plastic cards, buy now, pay later. It's everywhere. That makes intentional debt management absolutely critical. A smart approach today is to know the difference between good debt, the kind that helps you build assets or earn more, and bad debt. Bad debt is usually that high-interest consumer stuff. Credit cards, store cards, loans for things that lose value. And the smartest move, you got to attack that high-interest debt first. Pay it down aggressively. Avoid that modern version of ruin where compound interest is working against you, digging you deeper.
Yeah. We've all felt that weight, I think. High-interest debt feels like dragging anchor.
It really does. Knocking out credit card balances or those high-rate personal loans, it frees up so much cash flow, reduces stress massively. Plus, it ups your credit score, which makes future strategic borrowing cheaper if you need it. Debt can be a tool, definitely, but only if you manage it with discipline. Otherwise, in our credit-heavy world, it's a dangerous trap. Constant vigilance needed.
Okay, so we're saving, investing, protecting, managing debt. But there's one more crucial investment we haven't really touched on, and it's not stocks or bonds, it's you. The next principle is increase your ability to earn. It's all about lifelong learning, upgrading your skills so your actual earning power keeps growing over time. Investing in your best asset.
So what's this look like today, in the 21st century? Well, with online courses everywhere, AI tools changing how we work, the whole gig economy, investing in yourself, it pays off like crazy, exponentially, really. Back then, maybe learning was through an apprenticeship, listening to elders. Today, we've got online certifications, workshops, MOOCs, those massive open online courses, networking events. It's all accessible, often right from your laptop.
It's about staying relevant, right? Things change so fast in the job market.
It's more than just relevant, I think. It's about becoming adaptable, resilient. Tech changes, industries get disrupted, new skills become vital almost overnight. If you keep investing in your skill stack, learning code, mastering digital marketing, even just improving communication or leadership skills, you make yourself more valuable. That kind of continuous self-improvement is maybe even more essential now in this fast-paced financial world. It makes you adaptable in any economy. It really is the ultimate long-term investment.
Babylon also stressed securing where you live. That brings us to make your home a profitable investment. The idea is seeing homeownership as a way to build wealth, gain security, build equity, not just paying rent that disappears forever. Though honestly, for a lot of people today, especially in big cities, owning a home feels like an impossible dream.
Yeah, and this raises a really important question. How does this ancient wisdom apply today? When housing markets are so different and affordability is such a massive issue, the core idea was stability. Building wealth through owning your own place, your land. And yes, owning a home can still be a powerful way to build equity, forced savings, stability. But the lesson implies doing it smartly, with long-term planning, not over-leveraging yourself, making sure it actually fits your overall financial picture. It's about making a sound financial choice, not just blindly following the old advice because, well, you're supposed to buy a house.
So it's not like you absolutely must buy a house no matter what.
Exactly. We have to acknowledge, in really expensive areas, renting might be the smarter financial move for some people. It keeps capital free for other investments, offers more flexibility. The wisdom is in adapting the principle. Look at your situation, the market, your career path, your goals. Homeownership can be a great wealth builder, yes, but it needs to be a strategic part of your plan, not something that sinks you financially. It's about building security, however you achieve that equity or strong investments.
Okay, we've covered so much ground: saving, spending, investing, protecting, learning, but the final principle brings it all together, reminds us why we're doing all this. Enjoy life wisely. Finding that balance, right? Between saving diligently and actually living. Finance isn't just about piling up money. It's about creating the means for a good, fulfilling life.
Absolutely. And if we connect this to the big picture, financial stability, it brings this incredible peace of mind, real freedom from constantly worrying about bills, about the future. And that freedom allows you to be generous, to follow passions, to create memories, to just live with less stress. That's the ultimate aha moment, isn't it? Wealth isn't the goal, it's the tool. A powerful tool for building a life that feels genuinely fulfilling, a life with choices, where you can make a difference.
That's such a powerful point. It's easy to get lost in the numbers and forget the purpose behind them.
Precisely. It's about aiming for a life that's rich in experiences, connections, purpose, not just a bulging bank account. The Babylonians understood this.
Yeah.
A balanced life where you work, get rewarded, and enjoy those rewards responsibly. That's real success.
So wrapping up our deep dive into The Richest Man in Babylon, what this nearly 100-year-old book really hammers home is that wealth isn't luck. It's not something you wish for. It's built through discipline, through knowledge, through protecting what you have. And the core ideas, they hold up. Save consistently, spend wisely, invest prudently so your money works for you. Stay disciplined, keep learning, protect your assets. That's the recipe, ancient or modern. Today's tools, today's strategies, they don't replace that wisdom. They supercharge it. They build on it, using tech and global connections to open up opportunities the Babylonians couldn't even fathom.
Exactly right. So for you listening, the challenge, but also the opportunity is pretty clear. Start now. Take one step today. Pay yourself first. Get a real handle on your expenses. Invest, even small amounts, for your future. Let these ancient ideas guide you in our complex world. And maybe think about this. How could these small, consistent actions, blending that ancient wisdom with our amazing modern tools, create a ripple effect? Financial freedom, not just for you, but maybe for your kids, your grandkids. Changing your family's future. What one principle, just one, are you going to focus on strengthening this week to start building that legacy?
Ready to take your online business to the next level? Subscribe to our digital marketing podcast and then join our Accountability for Success Mastermind. With expert advice from industry leaders, you'll gain knowledge and insights that will help you succeed in today's digital marketing world. From social media strategies to search engine optimization, we have all the tools you need. Learn from successful entrepreneurs and take control of your online success. Join the Accountability for Success Mastermind now at bit.ly/AFSM podcast.